policy has been outsourced to Elon, who's just on this like radical austerity tour. Yesterday, he said that entitlements need to be eliminated.
Yeah, that's right.
Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid eliminated, because those are quote unquote the big ones. So, you've got that going on, which obviously for average people is just a complete and utter disaster. You've got the government freezes going on. There's just a lot of headwinds at this point that are all directly generated by this administration and their decisions. And I just don't think that people are going to buy this line from them that, like, oh, if things are going poorly, it's all Joe Biden's fault. Because, I mean, Trump's been in charge for 50 days now, and it's quite clear he's doing a lot. We can, have differing opinions about whether that a lot is good or bad. You guys know where I stand on that, but he's certainly doing a lot. And he owns what's happening in the economy now. He really has taken control of it, him and Elon, and he owns whatever happens from here on out. So, to go back to Gasparino, I think it was interesting hearing what he was saying, because it reminded me of a few things. First of all, it reminded me of all the wish casting that the business world and Wall Street did around Trump and what his policies would be. There are a lot of things that have happened in this administration that I did not necessarily anticipate. Tariffs are not one of them. He was really clear repeatedly on the campaign trail. Tariffs is the most beautiful word. I love tariffs. We're doing across the board tariffs. I mean, he was consistent. And if you didn't listen to that and take that seriously, like, I don't know what to tell you, because the man told you many, many times that that's the direction that he was heading in. So no one should be surprised when he moved forward with the plans that he himself repeatedly announced that he was going to put into place. The other thing it reminded me of is how Democrats would talk about, like, and still do, act like their only issue is like a messaging problem. Like, that's what, they need to, just talk about the deregulation and just don't really talk about the tariffs. Like, let's just pretend that is all not happening. No, especially when it comes to the economy, you have a reality problem. People have their own personal experience with the economy. And yes, they are subject to political narratives, and they are subject to changing their mind based on which president is in power or what their leaders that are most trusted, have to say about what the economic status is currently. But if you are looking at people who are in the center, who are independents, who could go either way in an election, they have their own personal experience with how things are going for them. And I just don't think that you can spin and message your way out of real economic trouble. And it looks like we could very well be headed for real economic trouble.